Welcome to Northern Highlands, American Legion State Forest in Wisconsin. I am at Tomahawk Lake, along some mounds here, some Native American mounds, along a trail at Indian Mound Campground. And that's what we're going to tour in this video. It's not a very big one, so let's get started. Now this campground has primitive facilities. If you want a shower or something like that, if you're a registered camper here, you can head up about 2 miles up the road to Clear Lake Campground, and there is a shower house there. Plan ahead. Don't go between 6:30 and 8:30 in the morning because the shower house is closed. I'm starting out here at the boat ramp, and I can tell you with certainty that is clear water. Wow, that is clear. Beautiful location. Campgrounds along over here. Let's go see. Okay, here's our campground map. I'm going to start off over here. I'm parked right here right now. Start with that loop, this one, and then get down here. This is along the lake, this is along the lake, and we may be serenaded by a chainsaw along the way. Okay, starting off with this first loop, you can see all the sites right now. So site 1 over here, definitely a tent site. There's not a lot of room in these sites. Like I said, you can hear a chainsaw. Well, this is sort of weirdly ordered. Okay, 4. I guess I went around the loop wrong. I don't know. This one has room for an RV in it. There are generator restrictions. This one slopes down and then is flat. This is site 3. Now, with these, you can just scan the QR code or call, and there is decent cell service here. So you shouldn't have a problem with that. Or even just going online and booking at wisconsingoingtocamp.com. This one, site 2, goes off to the side here is a good flat spot for an RV or plenty of room for tenting. All right, now I can check out 5 through 23. 5 over here. Good use of that site. This one sort of has a lake view. Site 6 was the host. This is site 7. Kind of tucked around the corner there. And now I'll take the loop. Oh, that says exit. I'll do this. 8 through 10 first. Now that I'm away from the water, there's nobody here. Site 8, very wide with the tree in the middle. Now you can put a vehicle over there or over here, your choice. All right, came down to the end of that little strip here. You have 9 and 10 are a pair of sites for friends, intended big open space. You can actually do a pull through here if you need to. All right, back up along the lakeside here. There's site 11. And there's quite a room behind the RV too. All right, on the inside or on the non-lake side, 12 here, steep slope down, and then a nice flat area down below. It may be a little tough to get out if it gets wet, but it is kind of gravelly. Across the way is 13, perched up high, overlooking the water, and just down the hill is a pit toilet. 14 here, come down and around to a big open pad down below, looking down into the ravine in the back. 15 on the right, looking towards the lake. Very wide sight, not really deep, because that tree is your limiter factor there. 1718, a pair of sites. This one actually has 3 picnic tables, so plenty of seating for you and all your friends that come with you. 16 on the wooded side. Let me just show you how this drops off behind. It's quite a bit of room if you bring it around the corner to park an RV over here and have this looking out the side door. Coming around the end of this loop, there's this strange site. It's got a fire ring, it's got a table, it has no number. I don't know. Don't know what to tell you about that one. You can't reserve it. Now we're getting down to the true lake side here at 19. A little slope down. It's all got a little downhill slope, but not too bad. And let's see what kind of lake access it has. Nice little extra spot over there for a tent. And we come down to the fence. There are actually stairs to the fence. And then you're on your own. And oh, I can just see how clear that lake is from here. There is an unmaintained trail you can slide down to the lake over there. Not official. Site 20 on the inside. Park here. You're camping up there. Now strangely, this pit toilet is in a big gap between sites. And it's the only one I've seen for all the ones up on the hill there too. So it's kind of away from everything else. Now some of those sites have stairs coming down, and those are bringing us down to a very nice beach. Very Wisconsin State Park-like, where you have your grassy area step down to the sand. But unlike almost every state park I've been to, I mean, yes, they could use a raking. They haven't dealt with that, but the water is just gorgeous. That's what happens when you plunk down a campground in the woods that isn't surrounded by agricultural land, over fertilizing the lakes. This is beautiful. Site 21, closest to the beach. Site 22 over here, also very close. A little leveling block action going on there. Site 23, also very convenient to the beach. Some extra parking here, I guess, for the beach. And just a big open space that someone's marked with a tent. Okay, we got some walk-in sites here. 24, 25. Looks like 24 is occupied. I'm going to check out 25. You got some stairs to navigate when you tent here. Vroom, vroom. All right, made it to the top. Fair size. More room than you can carry your stuff up to fill. Perched up on the hill here. Way over the lake. Not a trail I'd recommend. Looks a little beaten up. More people to do it, more erosion, and there goes a bald eagle. I may have just disturbed. There may be a nest somewhere in here. Or it was just the trees he was hanging out in, because you can see in that lake so clearly what's under there. Alright, just climbed the hill up to site 26, another walk-in site. Not the epic view of the last one. And I'm going to check out 27, which also comes up here from the same parking area. I don't think anybody's in it because there's no cars down there, but you never know. Nope, it's empty. 27, further hike in. All right, here's 27. There is a little bit of a path that kind of seems to meander between the edge of these sites. And once again, if you're going down there, you're adding quite a bit to the erosion on this path. I think there's a lower path too. Okay, that's the parking for those two walk-in sites. Lots of room to park. And I guess we're going this way around the loop. At the moment, the chainsaw has stopped. Apparently by some more walk-in sites. Alright, 28 where the foresters are working right now. Has a tent in it. Across from one of the newer vault toilets. 30 and 31. 29, 30, and 31 walk-in sites here. First one, 29, is actually right there. 30 might be further back. I'm not sure. Let's go see. We'll go this one first. Alright, a little bit of a hike in. This is 30. Small site. It's on a trail. Quite a bit later, I'm at site 31. That actually seems to have been doubled back and fairly close to the boat ramp at this point. But still a little ways away. There's still a hike down there. So this is the most remote one. It's huge. It's got more room than you can carry in for stuff. And a bit of a trail, rough trail to get down to the water. Okay, after those walk-in sites, 32 here. Beautiful waterfront site. There's a little woods between you and the waterfront, but they have great access to leave your kayaks and things there. See over here at 33 how big a rig is in there, and still about 15 feet behind it. Okay, 34 is open currently, so I'm going to bring you in here and show you the waterfront access. We've got a little space to hang hammocks, whatever you want over here. Put your rig here. Nice little spot for a tent over there. I can see a big mat was here next to the RV that has recently left. Walk you down. Don't tent past this part. Not that you would on this rocky or uncomfortable root system. Now there is a little bit of a trail that runs along here, so it's open access for anybody in the campground to be wandering by, but you can just come down here, bring your kayak, bring your canoe, and let's see if you can see. How clear this lake is. Okay, it's a little chilly on my legs right now. Definitely a place to cool off. There are a lot of private property along the lake out there. So there will be all sorts of motorboats out, but they have to be so far, there's a certain distance they have to be away from the shoreline to be causing a wake. They don't have to have no wake signs everywhere. It's just an ordinance in the whole area. Good thing there's only a few sites left because I have some squeaky shoes now. 35 here on the non-lake side. Fairly wide. Plenty of room there. Okay, 36, smaller but nice waterfront site. 37 goes forever. Can you see the camper way down there? 38, not as waterfront, but I'm sure there's still a trail off the back. Very long site. 39 is the last site here. A little smaller. This one is not that deep, kind of wide. Apparently a tree came down in that tent site over there last night. Kind of scary. There was no wind, no weather. It just decided to come down, a big old oak tree. And talking to one of the relatives who apparently take over this whole corner for the next 2 weeks, the person in that site would have had their RV there yesterday, but they had vehicle problems and couldn't get it here, and the tree would have fallen on that vehicle. So everything happens for a reason. So that is Indian Mounds Campground in Northern Highlands, American Legion National Forest in Wisconsin. All of the sites are reservable through going to Wisconsin, going to camp.com. Forgot how much they are a night, and reservable up to 11 months in advance, and you can do 2 weeks. So that whole group down there, they booked the 2 weeks, so the week before the 4th of July and the 4th of July week. For the whole family, they took over. So thanks for coming along on this journey. I hope this was useful to you. Hope you can figure out what your perfect site. I will have this video along with all the other ones I will do in the state forest in a playlist here that also includes the state parks. In a separate video or playlist, you'll find all the national forest sites that are just to the east of here. Now get on out there and watch out for some deer.